All attendees are in listen-only mode.
All right, what is up, everybody? Great to have you all on here. Exciting, exciting stuff. A lot of people hopping on right now. Just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Can you go ahead and stick your hand up? I want to make sure you guys hear me okay. And all right, good. Got some hands going up. All two of you. Fantastic. Great job. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's some more. All right, I got you guys there a little bit. All right, cool, guys. Before we get going, I'm going to have you head on over to my fan page real quick at facebook.com/Mark Harbert Training. And guys, I am super stoked tonight. We are just in for a killer training, and I want to know who is ready for the Higgy. All right, that's my term of endearment for my buddy Ray. So who's ready? Go ahead and comment on this post and let me know, if you're ready. Give me a shout out. Let me know where you're watching from tonight, and we'll get you going. So I am just super super excited tonight, guys. It's a real privilege for me to have this gentleman on, and we're gonna get to it in just a moment. But go ahead and comment on this. Let me know that you're here if you're excited. We've got a lot of people hopping on here, and yeah, it's going to be some good stuff tonight. I got my notepad. I am going to be ready to rock. And so far, we got Chris Garcia. Awesome. What's up, Chris? And who else we got out there? We got a couple more. We got Lisa Thompson. Lisa's a rock star. I love Lisa. She is all the way from Minnesota. We got Cindy from Kentucky. Let's see who else. Facebook.com/Mark Harbert Training. You'll hop right on the page. And we've got Tom Leach. What's up, Tom? Great to have you. We got Dabney, Don. Great to have you guys on. Very, very excited stuff. Very, very good. What's up? Come on, man. I know we got a ton more people than this. Come on over. Let's get rocking. I want to know you guys are here, and we'll get this going. Guys, tonight is going to be absolutely amazing. I'm going to go ahead and start introing my buddy here, and so you know what this guy has done for me personally. If you've been around the industry for a little bit, the name Ray Higdon has probably come up more than once. It's no stranger that Ray is probably one of, if not the biggest internet marketer in our space, quite frankly. The guy has proven himself over and over again. He knows what he's doing. I call him the value king, the king of value, because he really knows how to bring it. He's a great example to many. And quite frankly, I've had the awesome privilege to learn from him over the last year. I'm one of his coaching clients. So for me, it's been a great privilege to learn a lot of what he has been able to do, and just the little nuggets that he pours out. I've been able to take some of those, and as a result of what I've learned from this gentleman, literally my income has more than doubled over the last year. I've just had some amazing successes in my business, and really I attribute a lot of what I have done to his direction. And really it's those little tiny tweaks that Ray has helped me make that has made all the difference in my business. So for me personally, to have Ray out and to host a webinar with him and to bring him out to you so that he can train you, because Ray is the best of the best. He's the leader of leaders. And what can I say, man? I'm just so super grateful for you, buddy. And my buddy Ray Higdon, what's up, man?
Hey, I was just staying quiet, letting you build me up, man. I was getting all excited. That's awesome, man. I appreciate you saying all those nice things.
Of course, of course. Well, it's I tell you what, man, you deserve it, and you've helped me out a ton. I'm super grateful for everything I've learned from you, and I'm excited to see what you're going to share tonight, because I know these peeps are going to get a lot out of it, and they're gonna love it, man. I've been watching your training for years. We've been buds for years, and I know
Sure.
that you bring it. So
Yeah, baby.
I'm gonna
Well,
go ahead
let's
and hand it
do
right
it.
over to you. Let's
All right. Let's make it happen, Captain.
All right, let me find you here. There you are. All right, it's all yours, my friend.
All right. Awesome. And I know I'll be talking to you here shortly when we do our Q&A, so that'll be exciting. So first of all, hello. Greetings to everybody. Thanks for joining us here on this Memorial Day, and appreciate you. Gratitude to those who have served this country. Gratitude to those that maybe have a family member that served this country and maybe didn't make it. So just want to commemorate and celebrate Memorial Day and get into this serious training. So I'm glad that you're here. I'm honored. I'm grateful. And I like to really get to the point and really make this thing happen. So this will be it's about a 4.5-hour webinar. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. It's this is a pretty quick webinar actually, but what it shares is very, very impactful. I'm going to share with you the 5 steps to becoming an authority, and this is no matter what marketplace you're in, no matter what niche you're in, no matter what profession you're in. And so here's some very, very quick questions for you. Number 1, how would you feel if every day you woke up to people reaching out to you, asking you about your product, asking you about your service, asking about your opportunity, asking to work with you or even hire you? Well, what if they actually looked up to and respected you? What would that be worth? Now, the reason I ask these questions is I've lived both sides of the coin. A few years ago, I was the one reaching out. I was the one cold calling. I was the one calling people that didn't want to hear from me, or they would say, "Who is this again?" or "Roy, who?" And I'd be like, "It's Ray." And now it's just life is a little bit different. And I'm going to show you how to get there. So if you're struggling, I hear you. I feel you. I understand you. I remember those days. I really do. I haven't been, mega successful for 25 years and totally, disconnected from my past of all the different failures we've had. I get you. A few years ago, I'd gone through a divorce. I'd lost everything in the Florida real estate market, and I was in personal foreclosure. Success, you might as well have told me to swim to Australia because it just seemed forever away. It seemed like I was on one side of the world and success was on the other side of the world, and I had no idea how to get there. But now, life is a little different. And I want to share just a couple things that, have happened over the last few years that I'm very proud of and excited about. First of all, I got to marry the woman of my dreams. This is my wife, Jessica, who is right now carrying our little baby girl, and I'm really, really excited and a little nervous too. It'll be my first daughter, but I'm really, really fired up and excited and honored to be with this amazing woman. Here's us actually a few weeks ago at the Kentucky Derby having a blast. Here's us at the Super Bowl a few years ago. Here's me. We actually, this past Valentine's Day, I spoiled her like crazy and rented this big yacht, and we were on it for a couple nights and just had so much fun. Here's us. Last year we went on a cruise to Alaska. We're actually, she's standing there on a 900 feet thick glacier. It was so epic, such a peak life experience. Here's us, took the boys over to Kauai for an authentic luau, and here's us in Maui last year. And I can tell you, life wasn't always this way. Like I told you, I came from a very, very deep, deep sense of struggle. And in fact, in 2009, I was in personal foreclosure, made around $19,000 total. Now, I don't know exactly what the poverty rate is. I think it's around 30,000. So I was below the poverty line, and life just wasn't fun. But because I did things in a certain way, and I started to craft things in a particular way to set myself up to become an authority, and that's exactly what we've done. And now that I look back, I look at how we did things. And ever since we started doing things in a particular way, our life and income has completely changed. In fact, over the years, each year has been better than the last year, and this year is on pace to be our very best year ever. And the cool thing about that is it means that we're impacting more and more people than we have the year prior. Now, it wouldn't be okay for me to say that you're going to have these big, mega, hundreds of thousands or $1 million years, right around the corner or tomorrow night, right? That wouldn't be okay for me to say that. But I can tell you, if you do things in a certain way, you are guaranteed to improve. And I'm going to talk about that here tonight. So I want you to understand one big thing. If you get one thing out of tonight, I want you to understand that you can position yourself as an authority before you have major results. Now, let me say that again. You can position yourself as an authority before you have major results. Now, some of you on here may be saying, what? What is he talking about? No, of course you have to have results before you're an authority. Well, the reason I can say this, that you can position yourself as an authority before you have major results, is because I did. I started creating these little 3 to 4 minute videos, and I started sharing them with the world. I started, getting traffic from different places, and that was when I was in personal foreclosure, when I was dead broke, when my girlfriend at the time, who's now my wife, was working at the Nordstrom makeup counter, paying my utility bills, and life was tough. I mean, I was literally getting bill collectors calling me every single hour, yet here I was creating these little 3 to 4 minute videos, establishing myself as an authority. Well, if I did it, you can too. Now, this presentation, I'm going to share with you my 5 exact steps to take to position yourself as an expert. It does not require mega results or, heck, any results. In fact, it can be accomplished part-time, and here's the assumptions that I make. Number 1, I assume that you don't know anything about technology. You're unable to even use a calculator. Number 2, I assume you don't have any results. You've literally never even made a nickel in your home-based business or in whatever marketplace that you're in. Number 3, I assume that you work 60 to 80 hours per week and you have 2 kids or 3 kids running around and you literally don't have any time to even think. So I assume all those different things, and I teach you how to create success despite all of those hindrances. Now, if you have time, if you have results, if you are technically sound, then wow, this is going to be a really fun presentation for you. But I assume you don't have those things, and that's how we get started. So does it really work? That's the question. And that's kind of the question with anything, isn't it? Does it really work? Well, let me share with you, because I think that documentation beats conversation. So let me share with you just a few of my credit card transaction screenshots from my flagship website that is my personal blog. So on May 2nd, $4,500 in revenue. May 1st, $4,800. April 30th, $6,300. April 25th, $3,400. April 24th, $9,300. April 22nd, $4,700. April 21st, $5,900. April 19th, $4,700. Now, if you notice, all of those transactions were done in the last 30 to 40 days, and I just showed you kind of randomly. Those are random non-promotion days. I did not have a new product come out. I didn't do a big sales push. I didn't do anything. That's literally just average, ordinary days of my blog just sitting there looking all pretty. And we show you how to create a monetized blog that makes you money. Now, you should not expect that you're going to start generating thousands of dollars a day tomorrow night. Okay, I'm not saying that, and it wouldn't be okay for me to say that. But I want you just to consider the benefit of having a website that generated any income automatically without you constantly pushing it. That would be pretty amazing, wouldn't it? Now, the truth is, most bloggers, according to a recent study, 81% of bloggers never even make $100 from their blog. And that's not per day, that's not per month, that's not per year, that's ever. 81% of bloggers don't even make $100 from their blog, and I don't have to tell you that $100 is absolutely nothing. So what we need to do is we need to help you become an absolute authority, and you dictate that you make more money in the marketplace. So the very first step is to have a vision. You must have a vision of who do you want to become. Who do you want to become? How do you want to be known? What do you want to be known as? How do you want people to talk about you? Stop focusing on the money that you need and instead focus on who you need to become to make that kind of money. And what's funny about this is when you focus on who you want to become, you get paid. You have money come in. That's what happens. So instead of focusing on what money you need, which is very me, focus on who do you need to become, which has to do with serving your audience. And I'll talk more on that later. The first step is you must see yourself in a better situation than you're currently in without justifying where you are. Justifying where you are keeps you where you are. Telling it like it is keeps it like it is. You must see yourself in a better situation, and here are some phrases that are very commonly used that will prevent this very first step. These are non-serving statements. So some people, they'll say, I don't know what to do, Ray. Well, maybe no one on here, but do you know anybody that They work really, really hard. They put in a lot of effort every single day, but they just don't get any results. It's like they're walking in circles. See, these are the type of people that say, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do means I don't know how to get results. And if you don't know how to get results, you won't get any. I'm just letting you know. The thinker thinks, the prover proves. If you don't know what to do to get results, you won't get any. This is not like a scratch off lotto where you just get lucky, okay? Or maybe you think, well, it's easy for him to say, Ray's making all this money. It's real easy for him to talk down to me, right? Maybe you're thinking that. I don't know. When you say anything is easy for him to say or easy for her to say, when you look at someone outside of you and say it's easy for them to be successful and you're not, you're saying, here's why I'm not successful. And you know what? You might as well be in a Supreme Court arguing for your failure, and you'll be right every single time. You should not argue for your failure. Well, if I had only joined earlier, if I had learned Facebook PPC earlier, if I had started shooting videos earlier, if I means my past dictates my future. Guess what? It doesn't. Your past has nothing to do with your future. I don't care when you started in your niche. I don't care when you started in a home-based business or whatever you're in. It doesn't matter. I mean, look at when I started. I started after the big Google AdWords phase. I started after Jonathan Budd, after Mike Dillard, after Ann Sieg, after all these other people who were extreme credible authorities in my niche. And guess what? I still created success. Now, do I wish that I started earlier? Sure, why not? But that's the deal. So what? So what? What happened in your past? Who cares? Stop focusing on it. Or some say, they actually start to get things to work, and then they say, this isn't working, right? So maybe you generate your first lead or you generate your first sale, and all of a sudden it's just not enough. You need to learn to celebrate your wins, or you won't have more wins. Now, maybe you say something when you're presented with the perfect opportunity, you say something like, well, I don't have the money. Well, here's what you need to realize. Just like the utility company doesn't have electricity, they make it. You see, if you have blood pumping through your veins, then you have the capacity to understand how to pump value into your marketplace so that the marketplace compensates you. Now, I'm going to talk about monetization here shortly, but not having the money, that is not the fatal excuse that you think it is. It just means you need to get more creative and smarter about making money. Now, you need to learn to play to win, not prevent a loss. And I'll have people, they'll ask me different things like, Ray, well, what's the overhead of being a blogger? The overhead is like ridiculously low, but the benefit is humongous. Like imagine if I said, well, I want a no-cost business. Well, I guess I wouldn't be a millionaire today, would I? Because there's a lot of people going dead broke trying to get rich quick off no-cost business. Guess what? You're going to have some costs. You're going to have some investment costs. You're going to need a domain. You're going to need hosting. You're going to need an autoresponder. Those are things that every marketer has, and every marketer is happy to pay for them because they all make him money. You got to learn that not risking a dime is the biggest risk you can possibly take. You got to see yourself as better than you currently are. You got to see your situation getting better, or it never will. Now, if you've been where you are for an extended period of time, there's something that you're holding on to, and I mean wherever you are. If you're at $100 a month and you're staying at $100 a month, there's something you're holding on to that's keeping you there. If you're at $10,000 a month and you're just staying there, there's something that's holding you. If you're at $20,000, $50,000, even if you're at $1 million a year and you're staying there and not growing, there's something that you're holding on to. So the question is, what is it? Is it where you grew up? Maybe you think that in your family dynamics that success just isn't possible. Well, maybe it's a medical condition. And this is a really tough one because people around you will pat you on the back and say it's okay that you haven't created success. It's a really tough one. Okay? Maybe it's a bad childhood. Now, here's what's funny about a bad childhood is the more I talk to successful entrepreneurs, it seems to me that a bad childhood might be a requirement. I mean, I've talked to so many leaders out there that didn't have the greatest childhood, including myself. It's almost like it's a requirement. So having a bad childhood is kind of like saying, so what? Okay? Now, I'm not belittling your experience, and I'm not justifying why it happened or what exactly happened, but It has nothing to do with your future. Look at Oprah Winfrey, one of the worst childhoods you could possibly have, and today, a billionaire. Maybe you think it's a lack of education. You know, I didn't even finish high school on time. I moved out, I moved in with some buddies my junior year, didn't see my mom for like a year, and you know, I'm a model son, right? But didn't finish high school on time, never finished college. Lack of education has nothing to do with your future. Maybe you have an angst or a hatred toward the wealthy, or maybe when someone, you know, attempts to sell you something, you have some real anxiety or bad energy, or like, ooh, he's trying to sell me something. The people that are most anti-sales people have the fewest buyers. They have the fewest customers, they have the fewest clients, they have the fewest buyers. You will never become that which you despise. So you better buckle up and learn how to actually sell your product, your service, your opportunity, and yourself. You better buckle up and learn that, or you're going to have a really lean road ahead of you. Now, here's the big question. When someone close to you, like someone really close that you really trust and confide in, when they ask you, well, why haven't you created the level of success that you want? What do you say to them? Maybe you peek around the corner to see if anyone's listening. What do you whisper to them? What are things that you don't post on Facebook? Those are the real reasons that you're being held back, and you got to get over those. Now, you need to understand goals are not enough. They're just not enough to keep you going past the tough days. They have to be coupled with a vision of who you want to become. Step number 2, immerse yourself. Now, keep in mind, these are the 5 steps to become an authority. These are not the 5 steps to mediocrity. These are not the 5 steps to doing okay. These are not the 5 steps to, you know, 6 figures even. This is the 5 steps to become an absolute authority and dictating your results. Immerse yourself. In the last 2 years, my wife and I have invested over $200,000 in the last 24 months in just coaching. Now, that is not courses, that's not books, that's not seminars, that's not events, just coaching. That's not hardware, that's not computers, that's not laptops, that's none of that stuff. Only in coaching, we've invested over $200,000. We've bought courses, we've bought seminars, but you know what? Why do we do this? Because we understand the formula. The formula is when you invest in yourself, you raise your level of awareness and your level of education and knowledge that you are then able to teach to others who are excited, who love to learn, they're attracted to you, and then they want to join you, they want to hire you, they want to buy things from you, and then you take some of that money and you reinvest it in your education. It's a beautiful cycle of growth. Step number 3, create content with authority. So it's creating content in a very particular way. It's not just create content. Now, why do I say that? Because 81% of bloggers don't even make $100. So creating content isn't enough. You have to create it in a particular way. Now, do you want to know the fastest way to become an authority? Is it A, go get your MBA, right? You spend, you know, $80,000 to $120,000. You spend 5 to 7 years. You go get that MBA, right? Well, you're not guaranteed to be an authority, and it's certainly not the fastest way. Maybe it's go become a TV personality. So we all move out to LA and we all start auditioning and, you know, doing our best and getting our good, you know, headshots for our beautiful actor or actress resume, right? Well, that's also not the fastest way. Maybe it's to generate a bunch of results. Well, see, it's real easy to be an authority, guys. Just go make $100,000. Okay, how long does that take? Certainly not the fastest. The fastest way to become an authority is to teach. Now, if you look back at your grade school, at your middle school, at your high school, the teacher in the front of the room had and possessed a form of authority. They did, okay? Now, it was a small audience, okay? We teach you how to create massive audiences. In fact, my wife and I, we have an email list of over 95,000 people that actually wanted to get on our list, that wanted to get email communication, that wanted to hear from us. Imagine that. Pretty cool, right? So the fastest way to become an authority is to teach. Now, to teach, you must first learn. You invest in your education knowing that it's creating your platform of value, And the very best way is blogging. Why do I say that? Because that's where you control the game. You aren't just posting status updates on Facebook or even videos just on YouTube where you don't control that information. You post it on your blog, and we show you exactly how to do it. Now, we've taken a lot of people that don't even know how to spell the word blog, and we've shown them how to create authority sites with their blog and just totally dominate their marketplace. In fact, I'm going to share some of those stories with you here in a moment. Now, I'm just curious, just in a little intermission, Mark, I can't see the responses and things, but is this making sense for them? Are they getting value so far? Can you maybe we can ask them? Just type into GoToWebinar. Are you getting value so far? Is this making sense to you? Is this helpful? Just curious.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely getting some positive stuff. I just made you an organizer too there, buddy, so you can see some
So
of that.
let's see. Yeah, so Ed's saying very good. Thomas saying good value. William's very, very helpful. Great value, Ray. Plenty of value. Awesome. Very, very cool. Okay, well, I'm just checking. I just want to do a pulse check. All right, number 4, step number 4. You might want to write this down. Build and serve your audience. Now, this right here is a multi-million-dollar tip. Go where you are celebrated, not tolerated. Now, too often, especially as being an entrepreneur, too often we are trying to take people that are merely tolerating our existence, or they're even worse, they're hating on our dreams. They're dream stealing. And we try to take these people who they don't want to celebrate us, and we try to get them to appreciate and understand us. No, 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 no. Stop doing that. That is the road to frustration. Instead, build your own audience that celebrates you. And, we have, Facebook fans, Twitter followers, we have a huge email list. We have all these different things. We have a podcast that has gotten over 1 million downloads. And we have all these things from people that celebrate us. That's where we focus our attention. Do I try to focus my attention on Aunt Susie, who thinks that what I do is crazy and it'll never work? No. Why would I do that? Why would I hang out where I'm just tolerated versus celebrated? Go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. If you don't have a place that celebrates you as an individual, as an entrepreneur, as someone that's amazing, then you need to build it. So welcome to the Big Boy Club. You need to build it. Now guess what? You must learn to generate leads daily. If you aren't generating leads daily, you are not a marketer. Now, I know that may be harsh. Maybe you are studying to be a marketer. Maybe you want to be a marketer. Maybe you're planning on being a marketer. If you're not generating leads daily, you're not a marketer, okay? We got to help you with building that audience. And then once you build the audience, you continue to build the audience, but you serve that audience with solutions to their problems, and you engage them. We actually teach that big time. Now, you need to realize most of my clients, Mark, did I reach out to you and say, Mark, man, you really should hire me, and here's all the reasons why you should hire me? No.
No, I had to beg you to take me on. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know about beg. You didn't have to beg. But you reached out to me, and you asked me.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Now Mark has people reach out to him. See how that works? See, people reach out to Mark all the time to say, please coach me. Hey, is there any way I could get on your coaching? Is there any way I can get your masterminds? And Mark has people reach out to him all the time. And so do we. Why? Because you see Mark as an authority, you see us as an authority. That's just how it works. And so my formula, very, very simple. I call it ILT. Invest, learn, teach. Now, you, on this webinar, you're actually doing 2 of them right now. You invested your time to hop on this webinar to learn something, right? Well, what I'm concerned about is the teach part. I'm concerned because you're not creating enough content, you're not shooting videos, and this is one of the main reasons why we created our course called the 3-Minute Expert. And I'll talk to you about that here in a minute, but first, let me just share with you the very simple version of ILT. Now, if you're on here, raise your hand if you've taken at least 1 note. Okay, 1 note. Now, I know some people just aren't note takers and they'll never take a note the rest of their life, right? For most of us, I take notes. Most marketers and most entrepreneurs take notes. The notes that you're taking are uncashed checks. Would you ever go out of town for a week and come home and check your mailbox and you find 3, 4, 5 checks in there, and they're varying ranges of $20 to $1,000? Would you ever take those checks and just throw them on your kitchen counter and say, I'll get to them at some point, maybe next week? No, you would go cash those things immediately. That's what I do anyway. But that's what you're doing with your notes. You're not cashing your notes. You're taking them, you're writing the checks, you're just not cashing them. You have to learn how to convert your notes to online content. That is just one of the ways that we teach how to create content, and it is so powerful for you to do. You absolutely have to do it. Now, you take those notes, you convert them to online content. Sometimes it may be a video, sometimes it might be a status update, sometimes it might be a text blog, whatever, and then you monetize. So in our course, we teach you how we made our very first dollar to how we made our millionth dollar. And here's another myth. You got to get rid of this myth. You don't have to have a happy community of non-buyers. Okay? I know some bloggers that they're like, I have the most active list. They never buy anything though. Well, you're not going to cash those likes and comments at the bank, are you? The grocery store doesn't accept Facebook likes, okay? They accept cash. They accept money. Now, money isn't everything, but neither is poverty. Staying broke, there is no virtue with that, okay? You do not have to stay broke. Now, you don't have to be crazy about money. Maybe you're on here and you're like, I never want to make $5,000 a day. Fine. Well, don't you at least want to make some money? Don't you want to make some money to, to change your life? And, maybe you just want to give it away. Well, if you have more money, you can give more away. Why not? But monetize. You can have happy clients that pay you money. And let me give you some examples. Here's one example, my buddy Vince Reed. Now, Vince Reed is a very successful online marketer. He hired us last year, and his blog, when he first talked to me, his blog was at $100,000 a year. It's now over $1 million. And that's with 2 phone calls. 2 phone calls. Now, it wouldn't be okay for me to say that in a couple tweaks, you'll be at $1 million a year, right? That's not okay for me to say. But sometimes little tweaks make a huge difference. Here's another one. My buddy Jeff. Now, Jeff has nothing to do with home-based business. He has nothing to do with network marketing. He is Jeff Reimer. He's just a local business owner here in Naples, Florida. He sells generators. So he goes to homeowners and sells them a generator so that electricity, if it gets turned off or the lightning knocks it out, you can start up your trusty generator and power your entire house. That's what he does. Now, he went through my system. Last year, his revenue for his business increased by $400,000. But even better than that, Jeff was telling me, I'm like, Jeff, what's life like nowadays? He's like, dude, it's totally different. He said, I used to send direct mail all the time, and people would call me, beating me up on price, and now they'll see my blog, they see the ads that I'm running that you taught me to do, and they just buy. They just reach out to me and say, hey, please come by and install. You seem like an authority. That's the difference. Here's my buddy Terry. Now, Terry, this guy, he used his last $500 to buy my training. In fact, he bought at an event, he had to borrow money to actually get home. Now, he was a store manager making $35,000 a year to now he's had $10,000 days. Now, just to put that into perspective, take whatever you made in your job or in any income in a quarter, okay? So take what you earned last year and then break it up into 4 and look at one of those quarters. Whatever you made in a quarter, now just think, what if you made that on a Tuesday? Think about that, because that was his experience. And then here's my buddy Matthew, one of my favorites, Matthew Hamill out of California. When he ran across my training, he was pasting his MLM link in spammy Facebook groups, not making a nickel, not doing anything, right? But he felt like he was working hard. He was pasting this little link everywhere. It wasn't doing anything. Now, he went through my training. He decided to go a little bit different route. He started working with his dad. He started working with his family business, and he created a blog for their family business. And last year, his kitchen redesign blog made over $700,000. Now just think about that. Think about going from spamming your MLM link in Facebook groups, not making a nickel, to your own website, making over $700,000. Now, you may be wondering, well, how can I get those kind of results? Well, you have a couple options. One, you can go out and hire a coach for typically tens of thousands of dollars, or for a much lower investment, you can get my brand new course called the 3-Minute Expert. Now, the 3-Minute Expert is how to become a credible expert in your niche virtually overnight, even if nobody knows who you are now. And we assume that you do not have any results, you don't know technology, and you don't have much time. That's what we assume. And we teach you step by step how to become an authority. Now, if you'd like to follow along, go to markharbert.com/Ray Higdon. That's markharbert.com/Ray Higdon. I'll leave it up for 1 second, and then I'll share with you, before we get to Q&A, I'll share with you what's actually in the course. But go to markharbert.com/Ray Higdon so you can follow along, whether you're going to invest in yourself or not. Even if you're not sure if you want to invest in your future, then go to that website, markharbert.com/Ray Higdon. And here it is. It is the most complete product we have ever created, and the most complete system on the market on gaining authority and credibility. It teaches you branding. It teaches you how to build an audience online. Now, what if people were reaching out to you every single day to interview you? What if the leads actually wanted to talk to you? And they stopped asking you, who is this again? Roy who, right? And they said, oh my God, I'm so grateful that you called me. Do you realize that's me and my wife's experience? When we call leads back, they're like, oh my goodness, thank you so much. I know you're busy. See, they see us as authorities. Now, what if people ask you to speak at their events? What if people ask you to get on webinars like Mark had got me on this webinar here for you guys? What if people were asking you to do webinars for their teams? That would be pretty cool, right? So the 3-Minute Expert right now, we have a $200 off the retail price, and you get over $4,000 worth of bonuses. I can assure you, you'll never see this price break again, nor with all these bonuses. Here's what you get. Step by step, how to become a credible authority in your marketplace. I assume you don't have any results, you don't know anything about technology, you can barely use a calculator, and you don't have much time. Branding, how to create content that separates you from your competition. You will never again have to beg somebody to look at your opportunity, and instead they will be worried to miss your appointment. This covers every possible step to branding, and it's literally everything I know about blogging and branding. That's a $497 value. It also includes my authority multiplier, how to get 10 times the traffic, engagement, and revenue. The instant fame formula. Again, we assume nobody knows you. We teach you how to quickly become a credible authority in your marketplace. The lifelong lead machine. We now generate 3,000 to 4,000 leads every single month. We teach you exactly how to do that by making little tweaks on your website or getting one started, and we even show you how to set it up. The Idea Factory method. Some of you are like, well, what do I talk about online, Ray? I don't even know what to talk about on a video, on a blog, on a piece of content, or an article. After you go through the Idea Factory method, you will never run out of content ideas for the rest of your life. The Organic Traffic Tsunami. We get 60 to 100,000 unique visitors to our blog every single month, and our podcast has been downloaded over 1 million times. We teach you, you get to look over my shoulder as I share with you every single place that I share my content, every single plugin, every single secret that we use to get massive amounts of traffic. Then I share with you the Blog Monetization Maximizer. Now, only 2% of bloggers make over $150,000 a year. I'm going to show you how that we, for the last 24 months, have made over $150,000 per month. Okay? I'm going to show you how we do that and how you can too. The audience mind reading trick. Now, this is really, really cool. No matter who you are, we teach you how to use social media in a very powerful way and surveys to literally read the mind of your audience. Then I share with you my Magic PS technique. It's the easiest thing that we've ever done to make extra money, and our 7-fig blog blueprint. This shares with you how we made $1 and how we made our millionth dollar. Now, if you like bonuses, we got over $4,200 worth. bonuses galore, 30 sample blog titles that work in any niche, 10 never fail content ideas, how to make great images that boost your social media sharing, a professional blog review done by me personally. Now, just to be clear, you need to go through all of the modules for me to do your blog review. Why? Because there's no sense in me repeating things that you can hear in the other modules. To make it easy on you, I give you 10 recorded blog reviews that I've already done to help you generate more leads and make more money. Then you get my product called Video Marketing Formula. Now, this is a product we sell every single day on our website for $67. You're getting it as a totally free bonus. Then you get how to create your own lead capture pages, and one of my bigger bonuses, my ILT workshop. Now, people paid $1,500 to attend this workshop. You get both days fully recorded on audio. You can listen to them at your convenience, and you have lifetime access. Then you get a general admission ticket to Top Earner Academy. Now, just so you know, these tickets sell every day on our website for $397. You're getting one for free to come to Tampa in August and hang out at our big annual event. You get full transcripts of each module, and we do live Q&A sessions with you. Then I'm going to teach you exactly how to be more consistent. Now, most people, most entrepreneurs, they struggle with being consistent. I don't. I teach you why I don't. And it has to do with vision. It has to do with a couple other things. But after you go through bonus number 12, you will absolutely improve your consistency. Then we give you possibly the biggest bonus we've ever given in any product we've ever done. I went to my advertising agency. To be a client of this advertising agency, you have to spend $7,000 per month just to be a client. I went to them and I said, hey, is there any way that you can shoot a video to share with my audience for our new product launch what you guys do for my blog to get massive traffic and leads? And they said, no problem, Ray, we got your back. They created a 7-video mini course teaching you remarketing, how to use pixels, which is the hottest thing in marketing since the sales letter was invented in the 1800s, okay? Remarketing, dropping pixels, creating Facebook ads, and how to drive massive traffic with social media. You get all of those bonuses. So, again, over $4,000 worth of bonuses, $200 off the product, and here's all the things that I've mentioned to you tonight, just so you see very clearly how much value you're getting in this entire course. This entire course, it has everything in it you could possibly need to brand yourself, become an authority, and it's over $5,000 worth of value. Now, here's the question. If someone came to you and they said, I can make you an authority in your marketplace, it'll only cost you $5,000, would it be worth it? If you answer anything but yes, you have to. You literally have to answer yes, no matter what marketplace you're in. If you could invest $5,000 and be an absolute authority where people reached out to you, where people wanted to hire you, where people wanted to buy your service or product from you, where people wanted to join you with whatever it is that you're doing, it would there's no question, it would totally be worth $5,000. You would cut that check every single day. The cool thing is, you're not going to invest $5,000. You can get every single thing that I've talked about here today for $119. $119. For 3 payments of $119, you can get everything that I've talked about here tonight. Now, if you like to save even more money, you can get everything I talked about here tonight for $297. You save an additional $60. Now, if you're not sure, if you're not positive, I know what I'm talking about. If you're not sure that I've generated some pretty decent results from a pretty meager beginning, from being in foreclosure to making over $2 million last year, if you don't think that that's like legit, or you're not sure, well, test us out. We have a full-blown money-back guarantee. If you're not sure if you want to take the journey, test me out. If you grab the 3-Minute Expert today, if you get the system tonight, and you're not totally blown away, if you don't think that this is the #1 course you have ever invested in your entire life, you can absolutely get your money back. But here's what I know. We poured every ounce of what I know about branding that works, blogging that works, becoming an authority that works. We put everything into this course, and we did it step by step in bite-sized modules so that you could totally walk through it and become an authority. I know you're going to be blown away, but you know what? Don't take my word for it. Here's a couple people. We just released this course, actually, just a couple days ago. Now, here's a few people. Barb, she says, the 3-minute expert, I love how he's created bite-sized instructional videos, making it so easy to find just what you need. Steve Stark, this is, hands down, the most value in one course that I have ever purchased. Thanks, Ray. Jeff McGeary, the 3-minute expert teaches you step by step how to speak exactly to your target market and have them become raving fans and customers. Laura, the modules are broken down into specific areas and way more info than I've ever seen in a course. On top of that, the 3-minute expert is a total must-have. Christy, I was recently offered a course on what's covered in one module for $1,299. This is, I'm amazed by the amount of content and value. Ron Deering, this really is a step-by-step course, not like any other course that I've seen. Beth, the 3-minute expert of all of us want to be seen as an expert in our niche, and frankly, most of us have no idea how to do this, nor how to get started. I was blown away by how Ray's course literally walks you through in targeted modules the steps you need to take in order to find the target market, brand yourself in the target market, and leverage your time and efforts in the target market to get your business exposure seen by your ideal fans. Sonia says, if you want to take your brand to the next level and have no idea where to start, this course is for you. Then my buddy Mike Hobbs. Some of you may know Mike. Mike is a pretty decent internet marketer, and he says, I thought I was pretty decent at coming up with blog content. Then I watched Module 11 on creating content, and wow, I'm blown away. Worth the price of the whole course alone. Here's my friend Kathleen. Now, Kathleen's been working with us for the last 2 years. She's now become a $1 million earner inside her network marketing company. Her team in the last 6 months has grown by over 20,000 people. Now, folks, there are countries that don't have 20,000 people. Her team has grown by a country in the last 6 months. Here's my friend Tanya. Now, Tanya, we helped her with her very first product launch. She did over $250,000 on that product launch. Now, you may be wondering, will this work for me? Well, I can tell you, we have helped people in juice, weight loss, nutrition, credit card payback programs, rewards programs, financial services, coaching, real estate, local business, travel, telecom. I mean, we've helped people in so many different industries and professions, and some are easier than others. And here's the questions. Here's how you know if this will work for you. Question number 1, do prospects ever ask questions before they purchase your service or product or join your opportunity? Do they ever ask questions? Or do you just bump into people and they say, yeah, sign me up. Yeah, I'll buy it. If your prospects ever ask any questions, this will work for you. Question number 2, do prospects or potential prospects ever go to Google and Google things about your profession? Whether it's about the service, the product, the information, reviews, maybe they're looking for credibility. If they use Google at all, then your profession qualifies. You too can use the 3-minute expert. So I just want to give some gratitude. I'm so grateful that you guys joined us here tonight, and I know that Mark has some really, really powerful bonuses that he wants to share with you, and we're going to do a Q&A session with you guys. But I'm just grateful that you're on here. I hope you got value from this. If you want to become authority, highly suggest you get the 3-minute expert, and you can get it at markharbert.com/Ray Higdon. I'm going to roll it back to you, Mark. I appreciate you so much for having me on here. It's so awesome working with you, and I know that your people are, they're just grateful that you, put this together for them on Memorial Day and took time away from your family, and we're grateful for you guys as well.
Yeah, awesome, man. Yeah, dude, that's amazing. You know what? And I got to tell you, some of the things that you were going over. I mean, it really when you talked about how you don't need to have all these results to be an expert, it's totally true. I mean, for me, and I can speak for my own self, really kind of just following an inkling of what I know you have done. I was able to go from literally $7 in my bank account to having my first 5-figure month in 90 days, practicing just a little bit of what I know you share in that course because I've started to go through it myself just to see where I can tighten up in my areas. And I honestly, man, like this is the best course you've ever put together. And I own everything you have.
That's Thank you so much. I just saw Lisa comment, Lisa Thompson, you're so awesome. Lisa commented, she says, I have the course and it is so easy to consume and the techniques are easy to implement. As a matter of fact, I made one tweak from your course, gave me 3 immediate leads to my blog. That's so cool, Lisa. Thank you so much.
That is awesome. That's awesome. I love it. Yeah, man. And let's I just want to share with you what I'm throwing in here, as if the bonuses that Ray has not, that Ray put in there is not enough. I really wanted to make this like such a sweet deal that it was literally impossible. It's impossible for you to say no because I here I'm just going to go through my bonus page, and again, what Ray said is you can go to markharbert.com/Ray Higdon. And so what I put together, I've been working on a new course behind the scenes. Okay, nobody knows about this course. And essentially, what it is called the 30-day lead blitz, where it's full of case studies. So what I've been doing is I have 4 students. I'm actually working with the 4th student currently, but I had 3 students already that I did this process with. And the whole premise of this course called the 30-day lead blitz was to take people who had literally zero to less than 5 leads a day in their business and to get them to have their first 25 lead day in less than 30 days. And so the 3 students that I've completed with already have all done it. 2 of them did it within 14 days, and the third one did it on his 26th day. And what this is me walking my students literally, each one of them, step by step through a process that I know works and it works with people. And I recorded everything, so you actually get to be like a fly on the wall in my coaching sessions and watch what I did with these guys. And I'm literally going to give you access to this course as a bonus for picking up the 3-minute expert over at markharbert.com/Ray Higdon. Okay, so this course I'm going to be selling it for $297. Okay, all by itself. Okay, so the exact price that Ray is selling his course for, I'm going to be selling it, but I'm going to give it to you for picking up Ray's course here. Now, here's the other thing I want to share with you. Now, I seriously wanted to make this ridiculous, okay? So here's this course. You're going to get this. Plus, I have over the last year, okay, I have worked very closely with Ray, just so you guys know. Ray is my coach. He's my mentor. He's my friend. And I have worked with Ray over the last year, and I've literally created my own suite of products. And I'm going to literally let you go into my suite of products and choose 2 of those products, any of them. I have courses that range from $497 all the way to $27. You can choose any of these courses that you want. They're all unique. They handle certain topics for you. You get to pick 2 of those. So if some of you on here have some of my courses already, guess what? You can go in and grab 2 that you don't have and add that to your library. Okay. So now this is where it gets really exciting. So not only do you get the 30-day lead blitz, you get to choose 2 other of my courses. I also arranged to have a special live webinar training with Curtis Bloom. Now, Ray, you know Curtis. Curtis is amazing.
He's amazing. Yeah, he is. He's awesome.
This guy, he's such an authority when it comes to like public speaking. I was able to actually talk with him. I got on the phone with him, chatted, and he offered to do a special course webinar, like a 2.5 hour webinar, where he has taught this course live to people where they've literally had to pay $20,000 or more to attend. Okay, he is going to do this training on a live webinar for you as a bonus, okay, just for getting Ray's course at markharbert.com/Ray Higdon. Curtis is amazing. This webinar is going to be great. We're going to be scheduling that webinar here in the next couple days, and you're going to have access to get registered for that. And you'll get access to the recording as well if you can't make the live session. But this webinar with Curtis right there is just, it's awesome. Now, we're going to do a live webinar with Lisa Grossman. If you don't know who Lisa is, Lisa is a multiple seven-figure earner as well in the industry. Lisa is one of those people, Ray, and I'm sure you'd agree that she stands up on stage and she starts talking, and the crowd is like little school children watching the teacher read a book. I mean, their eyes are wide open, listening to everything she says. Lisa is one of the most amazing leaders in this industry. I talked with her on the phone. I was talking to her about an hour and a half one day. We were just chatting, and she said, I want to come out. I'll do a webinar. You can throw it in as a bonus. And she's going to come on and talk to you about storytelling, how to tell your story, and this goes so right in line with what the 3-minute expert is. It's going to be just such a perfect companion for it. And I am also going to do a live webinar with you all about next level video marketing. Video marketing has been my, my thing. I've just been doing it for years. I love it. A lot of new stuff has happened in the video marketing world, and I'm going to put it all together for you on a webinar, and I'm just going to show you really how this ties in so nicely with what Ray's doing in the 3-minute expert. And then to top it all off, my buddy Brian Finale threw in a 1-hour training called Email Hack Secrets. If you don't know who Brian Finale is, he is one of the co-founders of the biggest attraction marketing system on the internet, My Lead System Pro. His company has done over $25 million online. Brian is really, really great at copywriting. And basically what he did is he put this training together for you so that you can learn how to write better emails, how you can really use certain trigger words, things that will help you in your copy. And you're going to get access to that right away. So right away tonight, outside of the live webinars, you get access to this, any 2 of my courses, and you get the 30-day lead blitz. What do you think about that bonus package, man?
Is impressive. I mean, I'm kind of wondering if you'll let me in on those bonuses because they're so impressive.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. So, I mean, guys, really, you're getting this. You can get started for $119. So I just want to congratulate some people. I want to congratulate, let's see, Lori Owen from Tumwater, Washington. I want to congratulate, these are people that got the course. I want to congratulate David Nabel from Sun Valley, Nevada. I want to congratulate, let's see, Ed. Hey, what's up, Ed? Ed Zimbardi from Georgia. Very cool. I want to congratulate, let's see here, Ron Sheldon from Victoria, Australia. Wow. All the way from Australia. Awesome. I want to congratulate Richard Schoeffel from West Long Beach, New Jersey. Welcome, welcome. Congratulations. Congrats to Chris Garcia from Cool, California. Congratulations. Just want to congratulate Jonathan Walsh, Mocksville, North Carolina. Congratulations. That's awesome. Congrats to, let's see here. Congrats to Patricia Villasenor, Amity, Oregon. Congratulations. I want to congratulate, and then I'll roll it back to you. So I mean, I literally could spend all day doing this, but congratulations to Christine Slaughter from Port Deposit, Maryland. Congratulations. And yeah, Mark, I'll roll it back to you. If there's any questions I can help with, more than happy to.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. I tell you what, I have to point this out because we just had a comment here. Bob Clark. Bob is amazing. I absolutely love Bob. And I know he's one of your coaching clients, right?
He is.
And okay, I have to share this because this is amazing. He is one of Ray's coaching clients, and he actually got access to this course as one of your coaching clients. Bob bought the course because he wanted my bonuses. I think that's pretty flat out amazing.
So I'll tell you, since you brought it up, I'll tell you the story. So I see Bob's transaction go through, and I'm thinking, that's weird. Maybe he doesn't know. And we emailed for some reason, and I said, hey, dude, I saw that you bought the course. I mean, you're my coaching client. You get it for free. And he said, no, 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 I wanted Mark's bonuses. I'm like, okay. I just want you to understand that, all right? So here's someone that could have my course, bought anyway for Mark's bonuses. Okay, just so you know, just so we're clear. All right. So you're not only are you getting over $5,000 worth of value from me, honestly, your bonus package, it's priceless
Yep.
because how you couldn't go to Curtis, Lisa, Finale, and get them to do a webinar with you. You just couldn't accomplish those things. Mark has done that work for you, so it's pretty dang amazing what
Yeah.
you get. I mean, I kind of feel like the Santa Claus of home-based business because all these affiliates are, and you've put together this amazing bonus, and we have all our bonuses. So I really feel like it's kind of like Christmas in May.
You know what? I agree. And one of the things that, I have to say too, Ray, working with you, one of the things that I have learned to absolutely just love doing is like it. I have to say it in a way. It's almost like a drug to want to pump all this value into the marketplace because you see how gratifying it is to give people the things that that is going to help them. And
Yeah.
so it really is like it's like a natural high that is like so awesome. And yeah, I'm with you, man. It feels like Christmas time, being able to
Yeah.
hand this off to people.
Yeah, and like I know, I know without a shadow of a doubt, I could have created half the course that we created. Half. And people would have loved it. But I said, you know what? No. What is every single obstacle, roadblock? What is every single excuse someone has? So I have a video on there on if you're a perfectionist, watch this. If you struggle with consistency, watch this. If you struggle with routine, watch that. I mean, I have a video for like everything that anyone could possibly. If you don't know what to do, watch this. I mean, we have a video for every single scenario that would hold anybody back. So the only issue you're going to have, I'm just letting you know, is if you really love hanging on to your excuses, you will no longer be able to do that. And so that's just a heads up. If you truly aren't interested in results, but you just want to go around moping and complaining and moaning that you don't have what you need, then don't get the course. But I'm just letting you know, if you truly want more results, this course walks you through step by step. I mean, it's funny. We have. I can't even show you all the testimonials that we have already, and all of them they use a phrase step by step, and that is exactly what I wanted to make this course.
It's awesome. Ray, there's a question here, and I'm sure you can answer it. Guy says,
Sure.
"What if I have nothing to promote? I have an MLM with no luck."
You have an MLM with no what?
With no luck, he's had no luck promoting it, and
Well, what
one of
you
the things it's
what
positioning for sure.
Yeah. So in my last network marketing company, I was the number one income earner. Over 85% of the company was in my team, and that wasn't with spillover. I wasn't a master distributor. I built it from scratch. What I did, because when I first started blogging, I was doing it for one reason, and that was promote my network marketing company. So, or to build my network marketing company. So what I did was I did things in a very specific way to generate leads. People would reach out to me, I would get on the phone with them, they would look forward to my call, and I would see if they were open to my home-based business. Some were, some were not. I mean, that's exactly how we did it. So if you're in a network marketing company, it means you do have a deal and you do have something that you can make profits from. You just need to learn how to do it in a certain way. And we happen to be an expert of that.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Let's see here. How long will this price be?
Great question. So this, right now during our launch, and the launch ends on the 29th. So Friday the 29th, the launch is over. We will take it down for a few weeks, and we'll probably reopen it in July, and it will come out at $497. Now, $497, you won't, you pay $200 more. It's still worth it. I'm just saying, if you have some kind of financial crisis and you don't have access to, $119 right now, you just know there's nothing you could possibly do, sell furniture or sell, pawn jewelry or anything. There's literally no way you can come up with $119. Believe me, it'll be worth it at 497 in July. It'll totally be worth the 500 bucks. You won't get as many bonuses, but just the core course alone, if we eliminate all the $4,000 worth of bonuses and all of Mark Harbert's bonuses and add 200 bucks to the price, it is still worth it. So if you don't have access to $119, don't worry about it because it'll totally be worth $497.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, this is a really good question. And matter of fact, I know Terry Grimaud's story can really relate to this one, and you know it better than anybody. But the guy's saying, anybody know how scary it is to spend your last few dollars on something like this?
Yep, I do. And, Terry confided in me, and I assume he's okay with me sharing this because we got it on video. Um, he told me he was at my Top Earner Academy, and he had, he had 620 bucks in his bank account, and he put $500 toward our training. He couldn't afford to get home. He actually went to a buddy of his and borrowed $150 to get home. And let me tell you, there's not a day that goes by where Terry doesn't shoot some kind of gratitude video for us, or he doesn't thank us, or all the time he's texting us. He's like, dude, thank you so much. I'm so glad. But let me tell you the difference. This was a man ready to change his life. If you're going to man up, or you're going to woman up, whatever you want to call it, if you're going to step up and spend those last dollars, you better be willing to get to work. So don't think that it's a magic bean. It's not something that you just ingest and poof, you're an authority. In fact, I'm sick and tired of people going dead broke trying to get rich quick. This isn't get rich quick. This is how to build a sustainable business and become an absolute authority that people want to buy from. They want to hire you. They want to get around you. That's the deal with this course. It is still work. You got to be willing to go and consume the information and actually take the action that I suggest to you. If you're not willing to take action, if you're not willing to do that, this isn't magic. It's not magic beans, right? You got to be willing to do what we tell you to do.
Awesome, man. That's it. All right, I got to share something so cool. I just saw the comment, okay? The 30-day lead blitz, this course that you're going to get as a bonus, okay? I'm not giving this course away anymore after this. This is it. So, but my fourth student, Elizabeth, okay, she's on this webinar right now. And she is not even 2 weeks in. She's my fourth case study going into this course. She's at 17 leads today from what I share in this course, less than 2 weeks. She's already at 17 leads today.
Wow.
She's on here right now. Okay. So
that's amazing.
I'm just like the value tonight that's going to be dropped your way by number one, Ray's course, which is amazing. I've been going through it myself, but I'm telling you the things that you get in the 30-day lead blitz is, man, it is move, man. It's like, people are like, I need to get leads now. Good. I'm going to show you how to do it. We've got students in this course that are getting leads on Facebook that are just rocking it. So, yeah, man, I'm just so excited about this. So, I want to express my gratitude too, because I do see Terry and the videos that he makes all the time, and he's putting them on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that you truly grasp, Ray, how much of an impact you've really had on people like Terry and myself, and because you're just out there doing what I know you love to do, but what you're doing is not only have you built such an amazing reputation for yourself and the authority in the marketplace, but you're having an impact on people's lives, and that is translated to your clients like me, who can go out there, and I've literally had people come up to me as well, just doing some of the things that you've taught me to do, who I've literally had people come up to me in tears telling me that something I shared with them really changed things for them. And honestly, it's just by following some, things that you do that have really helped me see it on a bigger scale. And you've
That's
challenged
awesome.
me, you've pushed me, and I got to tell you, I just want to say it right here on this webinar how grateful I am for you. You've been an awesome mentor, and I'm really excited for you guys that made the decision tonight to get this course because I don't say this about anybody else. Okay. I have
Wow.
not, in my time in internet marketing, there's very few, if any, that I will say this about. But Ray, you are amazing. You're an awesome friend of
Wow.
mine. And I am so grateful for you, man. You have no clue.
Man, thank
So,
you so much. I really appreciate you saying that. Sometimes you get so focused on helping others, helping others, helping others, helping others, helping others. You got to step back and kind of and really process what you just said. And I really appreciate you saying that, man. I mean, I see you as, you know, I I want to find the Mark Harberts of the world and someone who is genuine, someone who has a heart, I mean, bigger than the state of Florida, someone who truly cares about his people. You're like a dream client, dude. So, I mean, I'm grateful for you. I know you're grateful for me, and I definitely appreciate that, man. And,
yeah,
we're going to keep growing together and
yeah,
keep
absolutely.
changing lives, man.
It's what it's all about, you know. And I believe that with every product I put out, and I know that you believe that because that's what I've learned from you. Is that every product I ever do, I mean, it's always focused on how's it going to help my student get to the next level? How's it going to
Totally.
help them grow their business? And that's been like my core focus over the last year, putting my products together because I learned it from you. And that is essentially what it's about. I remember one time I was on a webinar with you and you were fired up, like only Ray can be. And one of the things that you said was like, screw all this NLP crap and all this other stuff that people are focused on. Just give value to people with integrity and they will love you. And that's what it is about building authority, where you actually give a crap about people, where you actually put stuff out there that can really make a difference. And I'm telling you, it's not hard to do. It's really not hard to do. And you lay it out in the 3 Minute Expert like beautifully. So
Yeah.
I'm pumped, man. I can't wait to see over the next couple months really what people do with this information because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to radically change their business because of it.
Yeah, man. Thank you, dude. That's so awesome, man. You got such a great group here, and thank you so much for everything you just said. And it's just awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Totally awesome. Oh, and
Cool.
I just before I forget, I just wanted to let's see. I want to congratulate Ed O'Neill from Baldwinsville, New York. Congratulations. I want to congratulate Richard Ramirez, I can't even say this, Arroyo Grande, California. Congratulations. I want to congratulate Diane Charles, Plantation, Florida. Awesome. I want to congratulate, let's see here, Terrence. Narason
Anderson,
from
yeah.
Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Awesome. So congrats, guys.
Yeah, it's awesome. Now, one of the things I just wanted to point out too is that once you buy tonight at markharbor.com/Ray Higdon, you can see the link at the top of the screen here. Um, to get access to the bonuses, okay, once you purchase, all you need to do is take your email receipt, forward it on to support at markharbor.com. Robin, my business manager. Robin, are you there? Robin, my business manager, we call him the Hawk because the guy is like Robin laughs every time, but we call him the Hawk because Robin is he's so customer oriented. Like, and one of the things that we're gonna do as soon as you send it over, we're gonna get you set up in the site to get access to the bonuses. You'll get access to those right away. And once we schedule the webinars with Curtis, with Lisa, and myself, you're going to have access to the registration links to get registered for those. We'll email you out that. We're going to have those here in just the next couple days so that we can start cranking those out. But all you need to do is send your purchase receipt to support at markharbor.com and we'll get you taken care of.
Yeah,
So,
and I just want to point out it looks like there's two people that say they're having problems with the website or something like that or
yeah,
payments. Email if you have any problems at all. email support@rayhigdon.com, but you just got to tell them that you're wanting to buy through Mark Harbert's link, and they'll know what to do, because I don't want them to get you all sorted and then you don't get Mark's bonuses, right? So just when you email support@rayhigdon.com, if you're on here and having any kind of issues, just tell them, hey, I want the course, and it's not working for me for some reason, but I do want it through Mark Harbert.
All right, awesome. Paul is saying no more problems, so it looks like it may have went through for him.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Awesome.
awesome. Yeah. So, man, I don't see any more pressing
Yeah.
questions here, but Ray, man, what an awesome webinar, man. It's always a pleasure to have you out.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm just honored to come on and serve. And I know every webinar, not everyone decides to move forward and take action and do that kind of stuff. I get it, but for those that do, I think that you'll be really happy that you did. And we always love to hear from you. So please keep us in the loop. Let us know your results. Let us know what you're getting out of the course. And I know that you're just gonna love the bonuses and the modules.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, cool, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you for everything. And these guys are loving it. Tons of awesome comments here. And we'll be looking for the success stories too. And we'll get you guys taken care of. We absolutely get you guys taken care of. So, all right,
Awesome, guys.
brother.
Well, have an amazing night, and just know that, hey, you can get to wherever you want to go from wherever you are, and we both, me and Mark, we believe in you.
Absolutely. 100%. Thank you, Ray. I love you, brother. Thanks so much,
Love
man.
you, bro.
Have a great night, everybody. We appreciate you. Head on over to markharbert.com/Ray Higdon. Get those bonuses. Let us take care of you, and let's rock it out. You guys are awesome. Have a great night. Bye-bye.